All right, everyone. We are back again. And I know it's been a very good while since the last time I played this, but we are finally going to be able to play Nikojishi once again. So, let me go ahead and let y'all know that this is live on Twitch. And for those of you who are not on live for me on Twitch, this will be on YouTube for you guys who are on Twitch watching me right now as we speak. That way you can be able to watch it just in case if you had to go and use the bathroom or something. You can still catch it up on YouTube on the next day or so. So I will see you guys later on that end. So let's go ahead and start where we left off. And we were at Lalo's apartment. So let's go ahead and load. Alright, so I have been thinking about this for a while. And for you guys who don't know, these guys here are basically, how do I put this? Well, they're deities, technically. This guy is the deity that our character knows, and this guy here is deity from another area, and then there's this one. And we need to figure out which one is going to basically go to bed with us. Not do anything, just literally just going to bed. Nothing freaky deaky. Don't worry. So we have the Guardian Tiger, which is him. Clouded Leopard, which is him. Sorry, I had something. There we go. And then you have Shuchi Senpai, which is the one in the very middle. So, I was thinking about this, and since we've known him for very long, and apparently he's been sleeping with us anyways, we've got him, and we've got Clouded Leopard, which we have no idea who he is. And as much as he's pretty cool, and I like his character, I may not have him sleep with us, so that's a no-no. And then we have Shuchi Senpai, which is basically a guy that we know, who is now part of a deity, from his deity it sounds like, and this is what he looks like, and is not the actual senpai that we actually knew. So, we are going to go with Guardian Tiger, because he knows us longer, and he is part of our tradition. Alright, Tiger's been sleeping with me this whole time. It's only right for him to take the place next to me, which is true. Aww, my Clouded Leopard is sad. Sorry. Aw, you're too cruel, Lio. Sorry, senpai. I'll go get you a quilt. It's the least I can do to make it up to you. It's the least I can do to make it up for it. Aw, boo-hoo! I head to the closet and get out a spare quilt, passing it to senpai. Well, if it's gotta be like this. Senpai quickly rolls out the quilt onto the floor. This is my territory now. No one else can trespass. This room is in no way big enough for someone to claim part of it. That territory of this is right next to the door. You couldn't even get out without stepping all over his sheets. Senpai, how can I get out of the room with you blocking the way? Of course Lio gets a free pass. I welcome you into my territory, and I even to sleep with me on the floor. No matter how you look at it, there's no space for me to squeeze into his territory, even if I wanted to. It's alright, senpai. I know you're really excited, but I'm tired at the moment. Can you just allow me to sleep for a while? Well, it's not like I'm the only one forcing you to stay awake. Letting out a sigh, I turn off the light. Oh. Afterwards, I'll lay myself into the bed and get cozy under the quilt. Tiger is laying in the bed as well. My bed's pretty small for two as it is, and with the size, he ends up taking up most half it. It's true. Is he really going to be sleeping with me every night? He's kind of big. I don't think I'll fall asleep that easy with him next to me. Hey, are we going to sleep like this? Yes, although since you can see me, you can also feel me now. No funny business. It does make it a bit cramped. Tiger glances at the bed and shuffles onto his side, one arm outstretched across the pillow. He pats the mattress with the other, inviting me to scoot over. Just lie here, it's okay. I won't let you fall off the bed. He raises his other arm, apparently going to hold me in his arms. Aww. Although he's trying to stop me from falling off, it also means I'll be sleeping in his embrace. I don't think I have any other options, though. Kinda don't. Lyle, it'll be a waste if it'd be a waste if we don't eat the stew. Mind if I finish it? No, go ahead. I turn my head back and see Senpai eating from the paper bowl while sitting on his futon. How can he eat in the dark like this? Hey, watch what you're doing. If you make a mess, I won't clean up after you. Don't worry, it'll be really super careful. He answers while stuffing his mouth full of food. It's not my problem if he makes a mess. He's the one sleeping in it. Quite literally. I look back to the bed to see Tiger waiting for me. Taking a deep breath, I slowly rest myself into Tiger's arms. He pulls the quilt over me. It's a cold night, and the blanket is still a little cold too. But with his warmth around me, I don't really feel it. I wrap myself tight in the blankets, keeping the warmth in. Usually it takes time to warm up the sheets, yet with Tiger here with me, they're already getting there. Still, I can't fall asleep. I'm embraced by his arms, feeling the heat from his body. How could I keep calm like this? Doesn't he care at all? He's a god sleeping with his worshipper. He seems so calm. Why am I so nervous? I try to control my breathing as my whole body tightens up. There's no way this is real. At this point, I have to be in some cheesy rom-com anime. Keep calm, Lyo. Get rid of your lewd fantasies. This guy is a guardian tiger. A god. I'm just thinking about this too much. He's a god. Maybe he just wants to take care of me. Any impure thoughts are disrespectful. I try to convince myself as I squeeze my eyes shut. My body is so warm. How can I feel this? How can I feel a god? If I couldn't feel him already, I would be asking myself if he really exists, but I mean, how can I be sure? I'm the only person who can see or touch him. What if I pluck out some fur? No. That would be incredibly disrespectful. Yes, it would. Please don't do that. Still, this is pretty incredible. Even though I came from a Jitong family, I never thought about actually meeting a real god. I only took the statue with me because Dad insisted. How could I know there was a real god in it? And right there, this god, a tiger man, lies before me. Well, hugging me, really. If I couldn't see it for myself, I wouldn't believe anyone even if they told me. Besides, compared to the guardian tiger sleeping onto my bed, that statue's nothing. Why did he appear to me as an unthrow tiger? Maybe his appearance is determined by my imagination? Might be. So perhaps it's totally based on my preference. He could just be a normal tiger or worshippers. Actually, that's pretty cool. It's still a weird coincidence to have 3 man-beast deities appear in my home, considering my unique taste, as Tigers puts it. I look around my room. Senpai is sleeping quietly on the floor, leopards laying across my desk, right on top of my keyboard. How can he sleep like that? Hopefully he doesn't somehow turn it on and start pressing keys. Can spirits even use keyboards? I hope they sleep well. At least I can hear Tiger's smooth breathing. As it stands, I still can't fall asleep. Some say it's easy to go to sleep when exhausted, but everything that's happened is just keeping me awake. Suddenly, Tiger moves his arm to cover my entire chest, making my whole body tense up. I start to wonder how to escape from this embrace, just as gently as he touches my nose. Still awake? Yes, well, gods don't exactly need to sleep. Then why have you all been fighting over my bed? I'd imagine the kitten wants it because of his physical body. I have no idea about that aberration. As for myself, well, I've gotten used to this. After all, there's nothing I can do while you're sleeping. Is it surprising that a god can get bored? So you sleep with me all the time. I would never have noticed. Well, you weren't able to touch me then. However, you're just like a childhood sweetheart to me. As such, it's quite normal for me to hold you and sleep with you. Oh, so I'm your childhood sweetheart now? Alrighty then. Whatever you think, you are my worshipper, so it's my responsibility to protect you. Just as if you were my child. You've grown up next to me over the years, so I'm not that old after all. You are my playmate or childhood sweetheart, however you may call it. I don't think you know what that means. Not old at all, huh? Correct. I am just a Finland, you know. Well, precisely speaking, I was born after you brought me to Taipei. I have no memories from my primal spirit. You can't be my childhood sweetheart if you were only born a year ago. Although I do remember everything about your childhood. Like the last time you wet your bed when you... stop. Okay, you're good. Alright, alright. Simply put, I know everything about you and your family. That's not weird at all. So, do you think I'm qualified to be your childhood sweetheart? Well, maybe. Why are you so enamored with that term anyway? There's no more appropriate word to be found. You've definitely misunderstood it. How in the world did you learn words like this? Like in love stories, the childhood sweethearts typically get married to each other. You know that, right? Really? I had no idea about the implications. However, if our relationship is that good, it means it'll easily beat those two, or at least the kitten. What is he talking about? I don't know. Just let it go. Just let it go. Lio, don't be distracted by those two, understood? After all, you are the son of Ling family. I didn't reply. I know where he's coming from, and I know if we don't get the job after I graduate, I'll have to go home. But I don't want to think about that right now. Lio, don't you want to go home? Never thought he'd ask me straight out like this. I don't know. Honestly, I think it's boring back home. Are you going to be angry at me? How could I be angry at you? I still want to consider going back. It's not that boring. At least it won't be now that you can see us. You could even spend your whole life talking with all the other guardian tigers. Really? I never thought about it like that before. Living with a lot of furry guardian tigers sounds pretty good. But... It's alright. Take your time. There's no need to decide right away. I'll consider it seriously. I know you're a good boy. Don't worry. We'll take very good care of you once you get home. As you must know, there are 3 guardian tigers protecting your family, but really there are more than 3 of them. Those 3 are well known because they usually show up in Kaido rites. In fact, there are many, many of us. Each statue holds its own spirit, after all. There are even gods in the temple, although you may only be able to see the guardian tigers. But you'll definitely be amazed by their magnificence. Tiger continues softly to tell stories about the many gods of our temple. His words slowly fade away as I close my eyes. The last thing I can remember was being hugged tightly by my guardian tiger. I fall asleep, embarrassed by his low, warm voice. Sleepy! Heavy. So heavy. Something is definitely pinning me down, suffocating me with its entire mass. I usually try to struggle against it. I uselessly try to struggle against it. I can't even lift my arms or move my feet. I don't bother trying to turn myself over. A cool breeze hits my face, but it doesn't help with the heat everywhere else. What's going on? I take a deep breath, and then open my eyes. In front of my face, I see a large shadow. I blink hard, trying to make out its form. A wall muscle, a wall of muscle covered with soft, fluffy orange fur. It looks so nice. I mean, if it's not trying to kill me. Sadly, I can't really enjoy the view while being suffocated. I muster the strength to move my head and tap on the guardian tiger's arm. Lio? Get up. Sorry. Finally, he gets out of my bed, sparing my life. I thought I was going to die. Getting crushed to death by my own guardian tiger is a pretty stupid way to do so. Are you alright? Not at all. I'm so sorry. I had rested as per usual, neglecting your newfound awareness in my form. So he's been sleeping on me all this time, even if I couldn't feel him before. It's kind of a miracle that I'm not dead already. Agreed. Alright, come on. With my chest finally free of Tiger's weight, I cough, trying to regain my breath. Suddenly, Tiger pulls me against his chest and pats me on the back. I feel like such a kid, but I can't help but like the way he strokes the back of my neck with his fluffy paw. I relax and take a deep breath. It's an exotic smell that melts into the atmosphere around his body. So this is the smell of my guardian tiger? It's so incredible to think that he's standing in front of me when I know he doesn't physically exist. But right here, he's a strong chest leaning against, while his fur warms me in the crisp spring morning. It's almost enough to forget the way he almost crushed me last night. Alright, I'm fine. It's okay. Embarrassed, I gently push him away. Huh? Lio? What's all the fuss? Senpai sits up in his bed looking sleepily. It seems we just woke him up. What are you guys doing? You're so lovey-dovey. Hell, what time is it? Senpai looks for his phone, and I pick up mine. It's 10 o'clock. Wow. Can't believe I woke up this late. I must have been exhausted last night. Morning, Senpai. It's 10, by the way. 10? That's early. I'm going back to sleep. What? I know some people skip morning classes on Monday, but you can't say 10 o'clock is early. Well, you can sleep for as long as you want. I'm gonna get up. Tiger moves out the way so I can get up. As I stand, I notice Leopard standing in front of my desk staring at me. When did he wake up? And why does he have to stare at me like that? Morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lio. I just had to slap the tiger in the belly to get him to reply. He was just being impolite, but damn, his rock-solid abs hurt my hand. Why would you do that? 5 more pieces. What the hell is he dreaming about? Oh, 10. I mean, my classes are in the afternoon anyway, and campus is just around the corner. I could make it if I left half an hour before. So what should I do? Usually I would just surf the internet, but with everyone here, speaking of doing things, I'm pretty hungry right now. I should probably wait until Senpai's up, though. He'd want food as well. I decided to use the computer to pass the time, turning it on and opening up my social media pages. Wait, something feels strange. Tiger and Leopard are standing right behind me, peeking at my screen furtively. Excuse me, what are you two doing? What? This is what I usually do. Spying on me while I use the computer. Typical. Correct. Oh, well. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Could you stop, please? It makes me uncomfortable. Uncomfortable? How so? I mean, it's strange to have someone watching you. Strange, but I do it all the time. Like I said, I know all the files on your computer. Even then, it's a bit different when I actually know you're doing it and Not that it means I don't mind that he did it before. Don't they understand that I have a right to privacy? Granted, am I really in a position to discuss my privacy with gods? Probably not. How can I relax while being watched? Sorry, but could you two just move away while I'm using my computer? That's fine. I just want to keep an eye on you. I'm not the only one living with you now. Is it that you don't want others to know what you're doing, or that you just don't feel comfortable being watched? Well, both. Oh, if that's the case, then I'll go get myself a book then. Tiger walks over to the bookshelf, picking out a book just like normal. Then I notice something strange. The book is simultaneously still on the shelf and in his hand. How did he do that? Never mind, it's not important to me. Meanwhile, Leopard seems to have left the room on his own violation. Well, I guess I'm free now. I mean, there's still some stuff I can't open because the two are sticking around, but I can work with this. What you gonna do? With nothing else to do, I spend my time on the internet until 12. Senpai, it's time to get up. Lio, morning? What time is it? It's afternoon. Do you always have to get up this late? It's pretty normal for me. Hard to change. Oh, so that's how you waste your life away. You'll understand me more in college. He doesn't really care, does he? People say the further you get into college, the less you care about it. That's about right. Surely the code of honor my senpai lives by. Anyways, get up and have lunch, otherwise we're gonna miss class. Yeah, alright. Let me wash my face first. Senpai slides out of the bed and manages his way into the bathroom like he owns the place. Jesus. Hey senpai, what are your plans for this afternoon? This afternoon? I'll just go to the school with you. Senpai is barely audible over the running water. So when do you finish your classes? Classes? I don't have any today. Then why are you coming to school with me? So I can stay with you, obviously. What? Come on. When a couple moves in together, the least they can do is go to school together. Stop messing with me, senpai. This isn't some cheesy romance manga, you know. Senpai leaves the bathroom, wiping his face dry with my towel. Yes, my towel. Well, take it easy. Anyways, I can't lock myself in your room all day long. I don't have a key, so why don't we just go to school together? Why can't he just go home? Senpai, I think it's best you just go home. You don't even have clothes or anything with you, right? Yep, I was just gonna grab what I needed and bring it over tonight. Senpai, why are you insisting so hard on this? Like I said yesterday, I'm not about to lose these two, so I'm with you no matter what. Whatever, be my guest. So what about lunch? Of course, I love to dine with you, Lio. I was just thinking about getting a sandwich. What? Come on, Lio. Don't just get a sandwich. There's no romantic atmosphere to that at all. Is that all you care about? I let out a deep sigh. Okay, I'll just grab something to eat before class. If you want a proper lunch, just go and get it now. I'll wait and keep the door for you. What? You're not gonna eat with me? I'd rather not eat anything at all. Come on. Unlike others, you have a real body. You need to eat something. I'll just grab something as well then. I just woke up, so I'm not that hungry anyways. Sure, you're free to do whatever you want, dude. Yep, I'll handle myself. Don't worry about a thing. Senpai sits back on the mattress, pulls up the quilt to cover his legs, and starts playing with his phone. Alright, now that that's sorted, I get back on my computer, messing about online until it's time to head off to class. Hey Lio, should we leave now? Alright, let's get ready. I close up my computer and then pick up my backpack, phone, and keys. Alright, I'm heading out. Tiger, look after the house while I'm gone. Wait, Lio, I'll go with you. What? You mean you want to come to class with me? For what reason? To protect you. Really? It's school. I don't need any protection. I disagree. I'll be worried if you go alone. There's no way I can trust that kitten. It's the Aberrange will absolutely follow you as well. What's wrong with you calling me a kitten? Wait, are you going to class with me, Mr. Leopard? I love how I use that for Lio. Wait, are you going to class with me, Mr. Leopard? It is yes. He silently nods in response. So you guys are all coming to class with me. I looked the three cats up and down. They all turn and look at each other, and they nod together. Why? I'm not going to let up the opportunity to go to school with you. Need to follow you. Alright, creep. I have no reason to let these suspicious guys get close to you. I'm absolutely coming. Okay. Putting your reasoning aside, Tiger, didn't you say that you can't be too far from the statue? Oh, I'll be fine as long as I'm around a strong worshipper such as yourself. It'd be a shameful if I couldn't protect my Jitong at the very least. God, what kind of situation am I even in? No idea. Maybe it's karma. Really? My karma must be pretty crap if I can't even get some peace and quiet at school. I mean, it's not that bad to be around 3 beastmen, but where's my freedom? Where's my right to privacy? Lio, you just need to get used to it. I've always gone with you. You just couldn't see me. Perhaps pretending I'm not there. It's not that easy, and how do you expect me to deal with these two? You don't see me. I just want to go to class with Lio. I have a right to go as an actual college student. That's not the point, senpai. I can walk with you to school, then we can walk together. I can even do your class notes. I'll do whatever you want, Lio. I can't deny his enthusiasm. You really are cunning. So I take that as a yes. Give in to your inner desires. What? Alright, you can come if you want. Not like you got anything better to do. Just no funny stuff, got it? I get my things and open the door, letting the others out before locking it behind them.